The Chaser Report is recorded on Gadigal land.
Striving for mediocrity in a world of excellence. This is the Chaser Report.
Hello and welcome to the Chaser Report with Dom and Charles.
Hello, Charles. Why have you got that look on your face?
I've come up with a really good business model.
Oh, dear God. All right, if you listen to Charles, a man who I've known for a very long time and has yet to come up with a really good business model since I think I first met you, I was 12 and you were 13 or something? Yeah, we're waiting on one. But I will tell you about the thing that is happening in the UK that is making all the royals incredibly angry and upset.
Oh.
And it's quite enjoyable.
Oh, that does sound enjoyable.
And there's an Australian involved.
Ooh.
We'll get into Charles's big plan, chapter 1624, after this.
Okay, so this is not just for me. This is just a great scam.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
all right.
you know, business model. Sorry.
Charles, look, you're going to get there eventually, and I believe you'll get there eventually.
So this company called AOG Technics.
AOG Technics, right?
Has been selling fake engine parts for aeroplanes to all the airlines for years.
Fake engine parts. Is it possible, Charles, that their clients include, I don't know, Malaysia Airlines? Too soon?
Mystery solved. So their clients include United, Southwest, Delta, American. Oh, so it's only American Airlines. Who fucking gives a shit? And so what they did is, so the whole point about the airline industry is they value safety. Did you know that?
I've heard that this is something that apparently, I guess, look, a lot's been said about Qantas, right? We've said a lot of critical things here.
Yes.
But I will point out
Yes.
that Alan Joyce's extensive, comprehensive mismanagement did not lead to a massive crash. Yet. I mean, he's gone. He's gone. So it'd be just like him to have set things teetering on the edge so that now that he's gone, something terrible happens. But so far, baggage handlers, total disaster, but they've fixed that up. However, maybe that Qantas is one of the clients.
So the plot was uncovered when this Portuguese maintenance sort of workshop, there are a whole of engineers there, they were fixing up a plane and they noticed that a, quote, new spare part looked a bit older than a new part should, right? It was at CFM 56, just in case you...
Yeah, no, that checks out.
The detail on the part. And so they looked at the paperwork, they went, I don't know, it's totally new. And then they worked out, oh no, hang on, this is just an old piece of equipment.
Right.
That someone's given a bit of a spit and a polish to.
Oh.
And they've just faked the document.
I mean, that seems like a very good idea. If there's an old piece of machinery, just give it a little bit of a sand. Just get the sandpaper. Give it a little bit of a scuff.
Buff.
Some new paint, and it's all good.
And this is very concerning for people who know what a CFM 56 engine looks like. But at least 126 of them were sold without a legitimate certificate, an airworthiness certificate. And they found that actually thousands of parts over the course of the last few years have been sold in this fraudulent way. And also they're saying that they're now working out that some of the crashes that have previously been a little bit inexplicable, like there was a Convair turboprop crash that killed 55 people.
Right.
They've looked back and they've gone, well, actually, it was the bolts and the brackets that unexpectedly came loose.
I know, the bolts, the brackets.
Yes, they were part of that whole scandal. So
this doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah.
I'm just looking up the CFM 56, Charles.
Oh yeah.
And it's made by GE Aerospace, like General Electric, legendary company.
Yes.
And a company called Safran, spelt like John Safran.
Oh.
Could this be his greatest prank yet?
The plot thickens.
Oh, really? I mean,
yes.
Full credit to John if he's managed to pull this thing off. No, this is horrible. What's the point?
I bet you it's a TikToker who just went, the airline industry wants you to believe that their certificates are worth something. Yeah. So I decided to create my own airline spare parts industry. But was it a fucking psychopath goes, you know what I want to do? I want to make planes crash. How's that for a scare? Like, how do you get into that industry? Know enough to know what a fucking CFM 56 is and then go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bottom feed off this industry.
It's extraordinary. I'm looking at the story myself here. There's 70 separate parts with falsified certificates. If you're that good at fraud, maybe do something that is less likely to kill people.
So I'm thinking maybe we should do that with some of our products. So the Chaser Annual is just about to come out, 2023.
Seamless.
It's going to be very good. Chasershop.com if you want to buy a copy. But I'm just thinking, I have a fucking shit ton of 2018 Chaser Annuals that I haven't sold.
It was a good year for satire, 2018.
Give them a bit of a polish. Give them
I'll
a bit
put
of
a new
spin.
cover. Yeah, put it on a new cover.
Yeah, or just like,
stick 2023 over where it said 2018.
Yeah, just a 23.
I mean, the Morrison material will still probably work, won't it?
Well, everyone still hates Morrison, yeah.
And those jokes are timeless.
Yeah.
He hadn't gone to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Imagine the innocent time where he hadn't gone to Hawaii. Actually, you know what? The concerns of 2018, pre-pandemic, pre-bushfires, pre-all that, that'd be really nostalgic to look back on that.
It'll be...
Yeah, happier time.
I think the cover from memory was of Scott Morrison having a Turnbull mask on.
Subtle. Very, that holds. That holds.
That's very... 2023. Yeah.
Surprise!
Same with the Christmas. I mean, there is a Christmas card that I'm going to keep selling this year because I just find it gets funnier and funnier each year, which is Merry Christmas 2019 from Australia Post.
That's not bad.
And we sold it in 2020, but we've sold it every year since.
Oh, yeah, it gets funnier and funnier.
Yeah.
Are you telling me definitively that that was the joke that was intended? Or did you do 2019 and then due to poor shoddy management, they were so late that you stamped...
I just gave it a spit in the polish.
Okay. I said I would mention a story that involved an Australian that was making the royal family very, very angry. I'll let you know more about that after this.
None of the medical advice contained in the Chaser Report should legally be considered medical advice. The Chaser Report.
So, Charles, do you recall the beloved TV series The Crown?
Yes, although I only watched the first episode and then just thought they're a bit poncy.
Netflix. It's the Netflix series. It's the one thing that's made me like the royal family, some of them anyway. Elizabeth specifically, only Elizabeth.
Yeah, right.
Because what I got from the first series, I've only really watched the first series, maybe the first and second, the ones with Claire Foy, she was good. What a shit life and what a shit job. And I actually felt sorry.
Yes. Oh, poor royals.
Because you can't do it. You can't do what you want.
So sorry for them.
It seemed boring. It seemed boring and dull.
It's like all the landlords, royals and landlords. They're the people who really suffer in this world.
I just wish that the Queen had been able to do what she must have wanted to do, which any of us would have done, but she's gone, fuck it off. I don't want to do this anymore. This is shit. This is stupid.
Yes.
But instead all these courtiers kept going, oh, you must preserve the crown. It's your own. Winston Churchill, oh, you must preserve the crown.
But did she actually ever hesitate, or was just for dramatic effect?
Oh, it's probably just dramatic effect.
Yeah. It wouldn't be much of a story if it was like, oh, this is quite good.
It was presumably quite good writing because it made me sympathetic towards the lead figure.
Yeah.
It's probably nothing like the real Queen.
Yeah, I'm sure she just went, you know what? I've just been given billions of dollars and I rule this country for having no skill whatsoever.
This is doing pretty well. Fuck you, peasants. Yeah, maybe quite possibly. So maybe that's just the skill of the creator, Peter Morgan, who's an amazing sort of dramatist, really, really clever writer and so on. The final series is coming. It's coming through.
Oh, what are they up to now?
Oh, it's really getting up to very close to the contemporary point. The thing is, they've had to kill one of their most beloved characters, of course,
Diana,
Princess Diana, played by Elizabeth Debicki, Australia's own,
oh wow,
wonderful star.
Yeah, right.
Fantastic actor. What they've done,
bit of a poison chalice getting that role though. You sort of know where it's
heading. Except that you don't, because what they've done in the final series,
they brought her back.
They're bringing her back.
Yes,
as
is she
a ghost?
Is she a Time Lord?
She's a ghost.
Oh,
she could be a Time Lord. In all sincerity, there's the ghost of the late princess talking to the Queen and to King Charles.
What?
Yeah, having previously tried to get as historically accurate as possible, they've gone, fuck it. People will only watch this if Diana's in it. Let's bring in the ghost of Diana.
Talk about jumping the shark. Is the original creator still involved, or is it now?
I think so. So I don't know exactly what point it ends, if it goes until the Queen dies or if they do it beforehand. But I must say,
I'll be wanting to watch the Queen Mum dying episode.
Well, I think that would be in there somewhere.
Yeah,
that was a big moment for the Chaser. I wonder if our headline will be
"A life tragically cut short."
Yeah, right. Tragically cut short. This is what they're doing: is they're bringing back Diana as a ghost. The British hate it, or the tabloids are already up in arms about it.
Why?
Because they think it's insensitive and cruel.
Yeah.
And so, but my thought was, Charles, we should discuss if you can have royals coming back as ghosts. Can we get Prince Philip to co-host an episode of the podcast? It'd bring a little. We get cancelled.
Yes,
his unvarnished thoughts. I mean, he's actually a loss to podcasting, Prince Philip, because the fact you can say whatever you want without getting censored, it would have been fascinating to know just how racist he was.
Oh, I'd love to have known his opinion on The Voice.
Wow. I mean, he would have been the one person to make the No campaign look restrained. But also, if you can bring back Princess Diana, I mean, wouldn't you get her as the new co-host of Top Gear?
But wouldn't you get, like, Henry VIII? I want to get more into... I mean, Princess Diana was good and everything. You want to get back the real...
Oh, the murderer. The ones that kill people.
Yes.
Yeah. Henry VIII. If you got Henry VIII to go around on a sort of a spree of spouse killing.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think Meghan would be around anymore. Yeah, look, I mean, we should get them all back. If you can bring back the ghosts.
I'm just trying to think who else was interesting. They're all...
In the whole of the royal family.
Oh, but also, like, the Queen Victoria.
That would be interesting.
Fascinating. And what was Mary, Queen of Scots? She was fascinating.
I'd love to take...
Actually, all the queens. What happened to the kings? I can't think of one of them.
The kings are very dull. But wouldn't it be amazing to take Queen Victoria to Queensland and see how honoured she feels? Because she's got 2 fucking states named after her. She got Victoria and Queensland. And she could compare and see which one she preferred.
I suppose the thing is, it means that this series can go on indefinitely, can't it? Because if it's gone off into just a flight of fancy, they can be like the Addams family. They can all be dead and then still go along.
That's not a bad idea.
Guests,
well, they'll keep bringing it back. No, but I just think what we need to do is just put the Ghost of Princess Diana on every program. It's the best chance of becoming a republic.
Yes.
Is if just Diana's on every program. Then they'll be so angry that they'll just shut down the whole of the monarchy.
The New South Wales government should hire the Ghost of Princess Diana to do a road safety campaign.
Wipe off 5.
Wear a seatbelt.
RBT your driver.
Yeah. Speed cameras are in the tunnels.
But I mean, wouldn't she be fabulous on breakfast television?
She'd be good on breakfast. She'd be good at everything.
Put her alongside
home and
Carl.
away. Home and away.
Oh,
definitely.
And Neighbours. Can you imagine it? You're not going to believe this. A new person's moved into Erinsborough.
Yeah.
Hello.
7:30.
Oh, yeah. New judge on The Voice.
Yeah.
I would watch Hey Hey It's Saturday. If she was, that's the one thing that would make me watch it.
You've gone too far.
I think you went too far with the road safety video. Although, you know what?
Yeah.
If she was back here, it is a cause she would support.
She would
like, in all
support it.
sincerity.
Yes.
And it'd be a tough argument to disagree with, really.
Yes. It would be a very effective campaign.
It would. We would all say, yes, Your Royal Highness. That actually, you know what? You've got a point.
That makes sense.
You've got a pretty good point.
She could host The Chase.
The Chase?
Yes.
Oh, she'd go on Harry and Meghan's appalling self-indulgent documentaries, wouldn't she?
But I think they got cancelled.
Oh, did they?
I don't think even
Diana could save
that.
Look, you said you'd come up with a good business idea. I think that, bringing back Princess Diana and licensing her to other programs, that would actually work.
Well, it's totally true. Like, that's so clearly going to be the future because they've already started doing things like hosting
Star Wars and all that.
But also hosting holographic concerts of ABBA and stuff that. And mix that with, if you download all of Diana's entire diaries that she wrote and life's work and everything that she said.
Yeah.
There'll be an AI that's basically Princess Diana.
There would be one.
It'll be a hologram and then suddenly she'll become a public figure again.
Maybe we could get an AI Princess Diana to sit down with Prince Harry and just help him sort his shit out. Because that guy really... Or maybe fake mummy could say she loved him.
But I think... The thing is that his whole adulthood is based on the childhood trauma of losing his mum when he was very young.
This has gotten to an overly serious place, hasn't it? It is. He's a damaged... His entire book was about that.
To really fuck him up, bring back his mum so that all his life decisions become incredibly complicated and...
Harry, you've fucked it, Roy.
Yeah. Where do we go from there?
Please welcome our special guest, Diana, Princess of Wales, a special guest co-host to the podcast.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so honoured to be here.
Slow down in tunnels.
It's Friday, isn't it? Can we just go and get a drink?
Yeah, let's go and get a drink.
Yeah.
Not for the chauffeur, though. We know how that story ends.
Our gear is from Road. We're part of the Iconoclast Network.
And don't drink drive, honestly.
Yeah, no.